Hi, Capricorn. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color, and this is your reading for the month of March 2022. I like saying that. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I would really appreciate if you became a member. Membership is $2.99 a month. And if you're a member, you get to access the commercial-free weekly videos that are organized by astrological sign. I have beautiful mugs, beautiful t-shirts, astrology based or astrology inspired. I also have one-of-a-kind t-shirts and scarves, etc., all available on my website. It's in the process of being upgraded and updated with new merchandise and a whole new look. I also offer readings. I offer IET, which is a healing modality. All the information for all those things is on my website, rightcolor.com. The information is below. Thank you all for thank you all for all of your support. I appreciate it. And now, I did a very good job with marketing that time because I have no script. I have to sort of remember what I'm supposed to say. And sometimes after a video, I'm like, I think I forgot that. So attention to detail, is your little motto for the month. Because I get a little hit like, as I'm doing every reading, and it's kind of like exactly what I'm going through at that moment is a little message for you. Kind of weird. But it seems to have worked out that way. So, and it seems to work. See better. All right. Let's see what's going on with Capricorn. March. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I feel like you're getting some like these inklings of new ideas and new messages that you're trying to balance, right? It's like, well, this is an extension. Should I go on the trip? Shouldn't I go on the trip? Do I have enough money? How am I going to be more stable? And then you get the Hermit. Hermit's a great card. The Hermit is really interesting. So the Hermit, it's a card of Virgo. And the Hermit is really about knowledge, about going deep within. It's a real solo affair. It's not about asking everyone their opinion. It's really about going really deep within and really looking and really seeking out the answer. And the answer that the Hermit discovers is that it's his soul's light that's leading the way. So, sometimes we have these ideas that we're sort of wishy-washy about, or we're sort of unsure, or will it work, or won't it work, or it's a new idea, or like that. And then, we need to check in with ourselves and say, is this for my highest good? Is this where my soul wants me to be? Is this the next step in my evolution? Is this the best outcome for all involved? Like that. Card of the past. This is, this card is really, there's so much going on in this card. This is about remembrance, and this is about past. It's about nostalgia, and there's a certain weird melancholy to it. So maybe you're trying to balance something from the past. Maybe you're trying to balance something from the past, maybe a relationship that's not as cute as it could be. Now I got another 6. Okay, you could definitely be taking a trip because I get 2 trip cards. Okay, so Okay, I just got it. I think this is about your relationship with your mother or grandmother. And I feel like you're trying to see it in a new light and balance the energy, for it to be more fair, to be more not so one-sided. I think that's what's going on. I think that's what's going on. Look, everybody has daddy issues. I never met anyone who didn't have daddy issues, but we all have mommy issues too. Yeah, just like, no, you're not alone. And it's easy to see the daddy issues because generally, daddy, especially in this society that we are coming out of, daddy says nothing, has no emotion, all that. That's socially acceptable. And then, well, mommy is the one who like picked it up and put it together, but mommy had her own thing going on too. And I feel like that's what you're trying to rebalance, really on a soul level. Like maybe, you're still a child or feel like a child or act like a child, right? Or, something like that. That's what I feel is going on. I got it, but that's what I got. Hello. Balance. So because I get this and I get this, I think, it's time to really go in and really try to commune with your higher self, with the angels, and say, how can I bring balance to this relationship? And it doesn't matter whether they're alive or not. It doesn't have anything to do with it. And this isn't about picking up the phone and saying, Ma, you were that ain't going to get you anywhere. Ain't going to get you anywhere on this plane or on the next plane. No, it's just not. It's really about, understanding your own sense of that. And, and being willing to see things clearly and being willing to balance a relationship or a interaction or a memory that is not in alignment with who you are today, Okay. Sometimes I get these readings like that. Yeah, because you feel trapped. You feel trapped. You feel like you can't move. You feel like mommy's looking over your shoulder, or, it's kind of like you're still doing stuff for mommy and it's like you've been out of the house for 30 years. It's a little bit like that. That's the way it feels. I never know where these readings are going to go. I just don't. I just don't know where these readings are going to go. And this is where this one went. What can I tell you? But, you're confident and you know how to execute the plan. And, this also, it's Cancer, it's card of Cancer. He's got the moons on his lapels, on his shoulders here. It's Cancer. It's deeply intuitive. His third eye is open. He foresees. That's why he goes so confidently into the future, because he already foresees it. It's like Alexander in a way. It's like I foresee the way it could be, and I foresee the way to get out of this thing, and I've seen it in my mind's eye, and that's why I'm confident and moving forward with it. Yeah, this is, as I read cards, and because I read daily, I never used to, I've been reading for years, but I never read daily, and I'm reading more than daily. I see more and more in the cards, and they have more and more interpretations. And if I can find my glasses, I can't. You see how this is about a choice, right? And for me, it's always about expansion. It's like, this is the old choice. That's, neither one is a bad choice. The interesting thing is, like, look at how this is constrained, right? It can grow, but it could only grow so far. This one, I feel like he can, make it a baton. He could put a flag on the end of it. He could, I don't know how to baton, but he could baton. He could make it into a curtain rod. He could make it into a battering ram. He could make it into the staff of power, right? Because whoever holds a staff has the power. The staff of power, right? So I feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's time to let go of the constriction and be free. This could also be a trip. It's really interesting. So, there could be a physical trip, because I get like physical trip cards, but it could also be taking a trip in the ethereal, maybe, this mother thing, maybe she's dead. Maybe she's been dead for 30, 40 years. And, like really going to her soul and saying, thank you. But in these ways, I'm taking my power back. You taught me incredible lessons, but in these ways, I'm taking my power back. Like, it could be as simple as that. And it just shifts energy. It just shifts energy, That's my experience. I've done a lot of work like this. And I'm not just talking out of my, not for this reading, not today. Okay. Divine justice is served. I have nothing more to say. This card. So this card, I always feel it's divine justice. This is like, in a way, it has nothing to do with the law. I mean, in the way it has everything to do with the law, but it's a card of balance. And you have another card of balance here, right? And I hope you can hear that horn, because it's really quite loud. This is divine justice, like brought in from the higher source. So it's almost like, you read in the paper, it's like the guy murdered somebody and he got a year. Or, I thought I was going to get $200 for that item, and it's really worth 400, and someone actually gave me the 400. It's like, oh, it's a bigger picture than the story, is what I'm trying to say. It's almost like a karmic, multi-life sort of justice comes through. That's the way I feel about this card. Like, the balance is so clear. It might not seem it, right? But your job is to be a human, do what humans do. And spirit's job is to be spirit. Let spirit do what spirit does, right? And sometimes it's like, well, it doesn't seem fair. It's like, none of us, it's very easy to sit back and say, oh, well, this one should have done that, and that should have been this. And it's like, I don't know the whole story. You never know the whole story. You never know the whole story, and just because it's painted that this one is completely guilty and this one's completely innocent, there's really no such thing as either or. It isn't. It just isn't. And, sometimes when things happen in our lives that are unfair or unjust, they lead toward thoughts, towards actions, towards experiences that help our soul to grow and to move and to strengthen, and etc. So I feel like if you do some of this rebalancing with either your mother, with like a female authoritarian, probably your mother, then it can free you up. It can free you up. That's what I feel. Sometimes I get a little philosophical and a little psychological. What can I tell you? Thanks for when these things come up, it's very easy to see them as a burden. And look at it as an opportunity. Look at it as an opportunity to like be the fullest you can be, the fullest and freest you can be. Blessings. Thank you.